In this video, we'll make you ready to pass your funding challenge, and it will also show you exactly what you need to do during your challenge to give you the best odds of succeeding. Let's dive right into it. Okay, so first of all, you need to have a strategy. And I know everyone says this, but we say this for a reason, guys. You need to have a strategy. And there are a lot of people out there right now that do think that they have a strategy, and maybe you have one inside of your head, inside of your mind. But guys, let me tell you this, that doesn't count and that doesn't mean anything. So then you have people that go one step further and they write their strategy down. This is already a huge thing, guys. You have written your strategy down, but again, it doesn't mean anything. What you need to do is you need to make a checklist for your strategy. I want you to write down every single thing that you do when you're looking at a trade, and also in order step by step, and create a checklist of that. So whenever you're looking for a trade, you know, okay, higher time frame 4 hours is bullish, my 1 hour is bullish, I have a point of interest, it's my order block, I have my entry, everything aligns, right? And you check every box off. This is your checklist. And why is this so important? First of all, you will make your strategy as mechanical as possible, since you don't leave anything to the coincidence, guys. You only take trades that check off all of the boxes of your checklist. So you will always stay on top of your strategy, and you will not take nonsense trades unless of course you're doing it on purpose, but then you will see it on your strategy checklist. And then secondly, guys, I don't know if you have seen this in school or anything, most probably you will have at biology, but our brain has different parts to it. And one part is responsible for your logical decisions, and one part is responsible for your emotional decisions. Even though if you're focusing on your strategy, and even though if you're focusing on just the trades, there will always be a part of you that is emotionally attached to that trade. And this is the reason why. You are trading for the money. And even if you say you don't, you are, because nobody is trading here for fun, just fun, right? If you were trading for fun, you can only trade a demo account and never go live. So you're always in this for the money. With this money, you can buy a nice car, you can buy a nice watch, you can take care of your family, you can take care of yourself. A lot of problems will go away, and all of these things that I just said will make you happy. So in the end, your emotional state will change. And that is why you will have the emotional attachment to the trades. So whenever you are inside of the charts and your logical brain have done all the work, right? You've made a strategy, you've done all of the things, you have done your market outlooks, everything like that. You're now inside of the charts and your emotional brain takes over. And all of that work that the logical brain has done goes out of the window. You're only now with your emotional brain inside of the market, seeing the sticks go up, go down, go up, go down. You're like, should I enter? Shouldn't I enter? My strategy said that I should wait for a higher point of interest area, but this one looks quite good. What if I miss it? Maybe there is no higher point of interest area because XYZ, right? You know all of these nonsense excuses that you start to make up in order to take a trade or to not take a trade. So that's why it's from utmost importance that you write everything down on a checklist, that you can basically not argument with yourself once you're looking at the charts. So then secondly, you need to have your risk management plan. Right now, as you guys know, all of the time limits are gone, so why would you rush it? Only take a 0.5% per position risk, and I would say only take a max of 1 trade a day. It used to be like this. You have 30 days to pass challenge 1, you have 60 days to pass challenge 2. Huge time pressure on yourself. I would right now say, why don't you take 3 months or 6 months for the first challenge? What does it matter, right? What does it matter that it takes such a long time? If you're getting there consistently, building yourself up, trading like a real trader, because this is what the pro firms have done to us. They've put us in a position where we're only focusing on passing the challenges and getting funded, getting that one payout, then basically blowing it all and doing it all over again. This was the pro firm mentality. I want you to think like a real trader. Do you think that Wall Street traders are just focusing on making 8% and then starting all over again and do 8% and then starting all over again? No, they're focusing on consistent compound interest profits. So that's the same thing that I want you to focus on. Focus on getting your account up consistently. And when you're in drawdown, lower your risk and really focus on capital preservation and making money in the long run and not the short run. Then I want you to start with buying a small challenge. With Funded Next, the smallest challenge that you can buy is a 6K challenge for only $50. So basically, the $50 or the $49 is the only risk that you will have once you're inside of this challenge. You have to see it like this. A lot of people buy that $500 account that is a 100K, right? And why do they do this? They do this because they're emotionally attached. With 100K, you can make more money. With that more money, you can buy that car, take care of your family, everything like that I said previously. But the thing that they forget is that passing a 6K challenge and passing a 100K challenge is exactly the same and requires exactly the same, and that is the skill set. So if you get the skill set right, and with the same risk of that 100K challenge, you can buy 10 small challenge accounts. So the one that buys a 100K account is down $500. So for only 1/10 of the price, you can get the same outcome as the guy that invests $500 inside of this. That's a loss or a win, right? And it only has to do with the skill. So you have 10 times more chance to develop your skill than if you would compare it to the guy that buys the 100k challenge. So that used to be me, guys. I used to buy and blow all of these 100k challenges. But then I came to a realization, and it's all about the skill set. That's the most important thing. Now, of course, with the my forex funds things going on, as you guys know, I also lost my funding accounts with my forex funds. It's a bummer, but it is what it is. So I would really advise you to do your homework. As you guys know, I'm partnered with Funded Next, and I do really think they're one of the best and safest out there right now. But I would still advise you to read all of their rules and take a look at the spreads and the commissions before you partner up with a firm. Also, right now, I would say make sure the firm is based outside of the US or Canada, just to be sure. As inside of the US and Canada, they are now doing these researches, as of course the US and Canada are suing my forex funds, and probably they will also investigate all our firms. So just to be sure, for now, I would say stick out of the US with your firm. And all of the firms should put it out there where they're from. So for example, Funded Next, as you can see, jurisdiction is from the UAE, so the United Arab Emirates. Funded Next is from, I believe, the Czech Republic. ftmo is, I believe, from the Czech Republic. So if you're going to work for the funding company, really do your research and where they're based, their rules, the spreads and commissions. Then, really important things to do during your challenge to improve your rate of succeeding massively. So first of all, before the week starts, before every single week starts, that you're inside of the markets, that you're doing your funding challenge and that you're doing your funded accounts and basically just trading the rest of your life, you want to do a weekly outlook. You want to see what the market is doing, where the market is heading, and basically what you can expect during the coming week. So as you can see, we're on the daily right now. I always start on the daily. And as you can see on Euro USD right now, we're on a big downtrend. So we're in a big downtrend. Let's see what the weekly is doing. The weekly, for the moment, is in an uptrend, right? We can see this right now, the weekly is in an uptrend. But of course, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to EU lately. The monthly is in a downtrend. So right now, right here, the weekly, and something really important comes to eye right here. If I look at this, we had kind of a gap right here on the weekly that was filled, and now we're seeing a reaction to the downside. Now, as you guys know, market structure says that if we are breaking this low, we might see a change in market structure. So this would probably be my first target, that we are breaking this low, because I think my philosophy is that if we are breaking this low and then we're creating a lower high, we can go lower from there, maybe even target these lows right here. Or if we're breaking this low, we're taking liquidity and we're going higher from there. So in both scenarios, we are breaking that low. So then we're going to the daily and we're going to see, okay, what does need to happen for us in order to have enough liquidity and enough momentum behind it to go short and to go to that low right there. I want price to come back inside of a point of interest area so that we could perhaps break to the downside and take this low out right here. So point of interest areas can be this fair value gap right here, this order block right here, or this fair value gap right here. Now, I have to say that I favor the first one. As for this fair value gap, we have to break this order block. I don't see it happening right now, the upcoming week. This order block is also still a possibility to be taken out. Then I always go down to the 4 hour. If I see something that should catch my attention, then what I see is this fair value gap right here. And this, guys, this will be my weekly intention. So let's make this another color, like this. So what do I mean with weekly intention? Weekly intention is basically a zone inside of the markets where you want to see price go to. Of course, your weekly intention could also be bullish or bearish, just your bias, but I like to create a zone for this. So I would like to see price come up here, maybe consolidate for a while right here, and then go down to take out this low again right here. So then we start our week, and basically we start with our daily outlook and our daily intention. So as you guys know, I trade the London session, and right before the London session begins, that will be somewhere around here. Let me go back a little bit. And yes, I'm in replay mode as this week already has begun, but I thought I would just use this week as an example. So right here on the 1 hour. So we are expecting price to come higher right here. So what are we right now? We are bullish. We expect price to take off out of this zone, up to this zone, consolidate, come out of this consolidation and trade lower from there. That is our weekly intention. So we are following our weekly intention by our daily intention. So then, daily intention right here. This will be our London opening. As you can see, we have a value gap right here that has been filled. Of course, we are bullish right now. Value gap has been taken out. Let's go a bit lower. And as you can see, there's a value gap right here. So a lot of people would have tended to go short maybe from there, as of course the higher time frame was short. But we have set our weekly intention, we have set our daily intention, so we know to go long from here. Now we want to see price come out of the zone and give us some bullish momentum to follow on the back foot of that. And there it is. There is a bullish momentum that we could take higher. Right now, I don't see an entry inside of here. I have to be honest, I haven't traded EU this week, so I have not seen this price action, but I've also not traded it. So it's just back as hindsight testing. But that's not the point. The point is that you need to do your weekly outlooks, your daily outlooks, and this is the way how you do it. So depending on your strategy, you could have taken a trade out of here or not. Anyway, I couldn't. But then price came to this zone right here. Again, depending on your strategy, this is during Asian, so I'm not trading Asian, of course. But again, depending on your strategy, you could have taken a trade right here. You could have taken a trade right here where we are right now, because we're consolidating. We came out of this zone. So I would really like this trade like this. There's an entry on the 1 hour. Personally, my entry would of course be on a lower time frame, the 15 minute, for example. But if you would just take the 1 hour, this would be a perfect trade. And also the only trade that you should take right now up to this point, except if you were trading a bullish trade, counter trend, up to your point of interest right here. Then let's see. Oh, this is current price action. So yeah, if we see a good sell-off right now, this could be a very nice entry for us. To take the trade lower. But this is basically just based on my strategy, guys. I don't know what it is for your strategy, but I do know that you need a weekly outlook, you need a weekly intention, and you do need a daily outlook and intention. So to go over all of this once again, you need to have a strategy and really make a strategy checklist for this. I can't go over this enough how important this is. You need to have your risk management plan, only risk 0.5% per position, only trade 1 trade a day. You don't need to rush it, guys. You have plenty of time enough. Really get it out of your head that you need to pass this in 1 week, in one day, in 1 month, right? Take as much time as you need. Start with a small challenge. As you guys know, found that next JorFX5, you can check it out in the description. Then the important things to do during the challenge is your weekly outlook, your weekly intention, and your daily outlook and intention. Guys, I wish you luck if you're starting a challenge. I hope this was useful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.